guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about my August favorites. Now, I did miss my July favorites video, but I decided you guys were gonna forgive me and you'd be okay with it. I don't want to come on here and talk about the same products over and over again, so I figured I would work harder and give you some new products that I am obsessed with in the month of August. Now, if it's your first time on my channel, how I like to do my favorites videos is I pick the number of products that correspond with the month we're talking about. So for August, I'm going to be showing you 8 products that I am crazy about. So if you're interested, just keep watching. So the first product I want to talk to you guys about is an oldie but a goodie. This is the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay. Now, this was so hyped on YouTube a few months ago, or maybe even a year ago, as probably everyone's favorite concealer. And I just wanted to talk about this again because a lot of people have been hyping up the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and a little bit of the Born This Way concealer too. Now, I think with Born This Way, it kind of came up and died down really quick because, as you know, a lot of big YouTubers really hype up a product and then after they're done with hyping something out, nobody really talks about it after that. And I think that kind of happened with the Born This Way concealer, but a lot of people are still talking about the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Now, that one is a hit or miss with me sometimes. Sometimes I think it works really well. I love the giant doe foot applicator that the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer has, but I don't think it has enough variety when it comes to colors. And sometimes it gets really, it doesn't cover as well. It's not as smooth. If I have product underneath, sometimes it doesn't settle well and it doesn't smooth out. So sometimes it can be a hit or miss for me, but I think the Urban Decay Naked Concealer always comes through no matter what. I have so many different shades of this and I still love using this. So this is my go-to concealer, and if you have this, I don't think you need to try the Tarte one. I mean, of course, if you are a YouTuber or a makeup collector, you're probably going to feel the need to try it, but this one is still my ride or die concealer. Now, I am planning on making a foundation collection / foundation 101 / my favorite foundations video here in the future, but I just really quick wanted to talk about this guy because I think this is a really good foundation for the summer. This is the NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint SPF 30 Sunscreen Foundation. So I really like this because it has two purposes. It is a foundation and it also provides sun protection, which is really important in the summertime. A lot of people neglect putting sunscreen on their face, so this gives you coverage and it also protects your face. So I think that's really great. Now, I actually picked this up in the winter time when it first came out, and I was not a fan of this foundation. I think mostly it wasn't the best color match for me, but now I do think it's a really good color match and it's nice and matte for me in the summertime. So I really enjoy this, and if you're looking for a new foundation, I would recommend picking this up, especially now because, like I said, it protects against sun damage, and I think that's really important for the summertime. So this has been my go-to foundation in the month of August. Okay, I have another NARS product that I want to talk about, so I'm just going to get it over with, but this is the NARS Casino Bronzer. This is actually my second pan of this, which is saying quite a bit because I don't have a ton of makeup, but I rarely repurchase things or rarely run out of powder, so it's kind of cool that this is my second pan of this, but it's just the perfect bronzer for my skin tone. It's not completely cool and it's definitely not overly warm either. I think it just gives me a nice sun-kissed look, and if you're my skin tone or darker, I think you'd want to go with Casino. I know Laguna Bronzer is very popular, but I don't think that one is dark enough for people with my skin tone. You can definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but I just like this one better. I don't like to go overly light with bronzer. At that point, there's really no point wearing bronzer. So this is a really nice bronzer. It is very finely milled, and you get a decent amount of product. This is 0.28 ounces or 8 grams. It is a little bit pricey. I think it's about $30 something, but it's definitely worth it and it will last you a long time. So if you're looking for a go-to bronzer, NARS powders, NARS products in general are really amazing. It's definitely been a really good brand for me. I've had really good luck with their stuff. So this is my go-to bronzer for the summertime. Okay, I'm almost talking in the way I do my face. So another really fun thing I've been enjoying is the ColourPop highlighter in Churro. Now they claim that this is super, super limited edition. But you never know with ColourPop because the first time they launched this, they said it was never coming back. And lo and behold, it did. Now, here's what it looks like. It's perfect for people with my skin tone. It's like a beautiful champagne rose gold. It was like a baked highlight that they created that was super limited edition, and they even allowed like ColourPop fans to name it on Twitter and stuff. They took like a Twitter poll and they allowed everyone to create the name of this product. I think what it was in celebration of them reaching like 3 million on Instagram or something like that, but this is the shade. And then I saw Trend Mood posted that it was coming back in stock, and then I, for some reason, just had to have it. It was so weird because I've kind of now decided I'm not buying any more highlighter because I literally have so much highlighter. I don't know what to do with it, but for some reason, I've really been enjoying this highlighter. I like to apply it with the Real Technique setting brush. It's like that pink brush with the synthetic bristles. If you know anything about ColourPop, you don't want to use real hair with these products. You want to use synthetic because it helps grab the products better. These almost feel wet and kind of like cushiony when you press into them. It's just their formula. It's really amazing. You can wear it, you know, really pigmented like this, or sheer it out, which is how I have it on my cheeks right now. But I love this, and it's only $6, so if you're interested in some good highlights, I would totally recommend ColourPop because they have something for every skin tone. And Churro was limited edition, but they have a ton of other highlights that you can choose from, and some that will be pretty close to the shade, so check them out. And if you have any other favorite highlighters from ColourPop, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, I'm going to make a really quick pit stop in nail polish land and talk to you guys about this. This is the Essie Gel Top Coat. They just came out with a gel range, and I don't care much for the polishes, but I really do like this top coat. It is a little bit pricey. It's about $11 or $12 at the drugstore, but honestly, I really love this top coat. It makes my nails super shiny. I actually have it on top of this nail polish color I'm wearing, and it really helps my nails like last longer and they don't chip as easily. So if you're looking for a good drugstore top coat, I would really recommend this one. I think it works great on top of regular nail polish or gel nail polish, and it is really awesome. Okay, really quick, I want to talk about some palettes. This palette has been shown a lot of love by me this month for some reason. Actually, this is probably one of my favorite Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. I know a lot of people are talking about the Modern Renaissance palette, but I kind of recently rediscovered this one in my collection. It has a lot of my really favorite shades from Anastasia, specifically Morocco and Pink Champagne, and I also really like Fudge. I really like this whole palette. I think this is definitely kind of a great neutral with some pops of color. You can get a lot of different looks with this one. Now, this was limited edition, but that's okay because you can find most of these shades permanent on Anastasia's website. So don't feel bad that this is limited edition. Plus, a lot of you, I'm sure, have great dupes for this palette, but honestly, this is one of my favorite Anastasia palettes, and Anastasia palettes in general. I just love the quality of their eyeshadows, and I don't think you can ever go wrong picking up one of their limited edition eyeshadow palettes because they always have really great color selection in their palettes. So I know the Modern Renaissance palette, I do have that one. I will review it for you guys soon. If you see it, I do love it, so I'm going to throw that in there. I've always just had really good luck with these palettes, so don't ever hesitate to buy an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette because so far I haven't been disappointed by them. This next product is an oldie but a goodie. If you've been following my channel for a while, you'll definitely recognize this palette. This is probably my all-time favorite palette. That's quite a big statement, but honestly, this palette never fails me. It's from a brand called Powder and Pandemonium, and it's actually really cool because it's locally owned. The owner lives right here in Fargo, so if there's anybody from Fargo, North Dakota watching this video, you should be really proud, and you should go get this palette because it's a really good deal. These shades are perfect. Like, I took this with me to Chicago. It was the only palette I bought with me when we went to the Makeup by Mario class and my weekend in Chicago. And I honestly got so many compliments on these eyeshadows. I remember I walked into a Sephora in Chicago and the makeup artist asked me what eyeshadows I had on, and I was like, oh, it's just this indie brand, because I didn't even think she would know what brand I was talking about. But honestly, this is a hidden gem of a palette, and it always goes on sale. She usually has it on sale for like 15 bucks. And these eyeshadows are very comparable, I think, to Makeup Geek and MAC. These foil shadows are definitely comparable, I think, to Makeup Geek's foil shadows. Now, I haven't actually tried Makeup Geek's foil shadows, but I've seen many swatches, and I definitely think these ones are extremely pigmented. Also, these pans all pop out, so if you want to depot this and stick it in your Everyday Z palette, you can do that too. So they really put a lot of effort into this palette, and I just think for the price, you're definitely getting bang for your buck. And this is, again, one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes, and it came out of retirement this month, and I have not been able to put it down. Okay, my next product is by Jouer. Now, this brand is definitely new to me. I picked up one of their Longwear Lip Creme liquid lipsticks, actually because I really wanted to try the shade Skinny Dip. That's not a liquid lipstick or anything, it's a lip topper, but ended up getting another liquid creme lipstick because everyone on the internet talks about how this is their favorite formula, and now I know why. So I picked up the shade Noisette, which is a really beautiful nudie brown shade. So this basically is almost the color of my skin. So when I put it on, it really neutralizes my lips. I'm not going to say it's a Your Lips But Better shade on me because my lips are more pink than this and this is more brown. But this is a really great everyday go-to shade for me, and I have not been able to stop wearing this since I got it. So I think Jouer lipsticks are probably high up there as far as formula goes. Definitely a great long-wearing lipstick. I also really like Jeffery Star's liquid lipsticks, and I think the formula is very comparable to those liquid lipsticks if you need a reference point, because I've heard so many people talking about this, but as usual, you know, a lot of things online are super hyped up, so I was really skeptical because I didn't want to keep trying different liquid lipsticks, but I broke down and bought this, and I'm really glad I did. So if you've been on the fence about any Jouer liquid lipsticks, I would totally recommend just buying one and trying it out because they are really amazing, and they have a ton of cute colors. Okay guys, that is it for my August favorites video. I hope you guys enjoyed all my August favorites. Leave me any comments if you have any questions, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because it helps me out and it also helps you out because you won't miss any of my future videos. I usually try to upload twice a week, and if you want to follow me around, definitely check out all my social media. I will link it down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!